Deep in the South African wilderness, 10-year-old Mia struggles to adjust to her new life after her family moves away from London. She misses her friends, hates being surrounded by nature, and spends most of her time video calling the people she left behind. The move happened because her father, John, manages a lion farm, forcing the entire family to leave the city behind. But no matter how hard John tries to convince her that living among wild animals is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, Mia refuses to see it that way. All she wants is to go back home. Seeing how unhappy Mia has become, her mother, Alice, worries that she's not adjusting. She asks John to do something before their daughter becomes even more isolated. John believes she simply needs time and is confident she'll eventually fall in love with this new life. One night, Mia's younger brother Mick wakes up terrified after another nightmare. Alice comforts him with a bedtime story until he finally falls asleep. The next morning, hoping to cheer Mia up, John surprises her with an adorable white lion cub. He hopes having a companion her own age will help her feel less lonely. Unfortunately, the plan doesn't work. Mia barely looks at the cub before walking back to her room. She tries calling one of her school friends, hoping to feel connected to her old life, but the conversation ends almost as soon as it begins. For the first time, Mia realizes just how alone she really is. That's when the little white lion quietly wanders into her room. The playful cub starts following her around, looking for attention. At first, Mia tries to ignore him, but his innocent curiosity slowly begins breaking down her walls. Before long, she's laughing and playing with him like they've known each other forever. Just then, Mick walks into the room. Not wanting her family to think she's already happy living there, Mia quickly pretends she isn't interested in the cub anymore. But that doesn't last very long. As the weeks pass, Mia and the little lion become inseparable. They spend nearly every day exploring, playing, and growing up together. Eventually, Mia gives him the perfect name, Charlie. Watching their daughter smile again fills John and Alice with relief. Charlie doesn't just change Mia's mood. He changes the entire family's life. As Charlie grows, he becomes bigger, stronger, and much more playful. His sharp claws and teeth often leave a trail of destruction around the house, but no one really minds. By now, Charlie isn't just another animal on the farm. He's part of the family. 3 years pass, and both Mia and Charlie have grown up together. Their friendship has become stronger than ever. One night, when Mick wakes up frightened by another nightmare, Mia is the one who comforts him with a bedtime story, just like their mother used to. Seeing this, Alice realizes how much her daughter has matured. Later that night, Alice tells Mia it's time to get some sleep because she has school in the morning. Charlie clearly disagrees. The moment Mia gets ready to leave, Charlie starts knocking things off the table, almost like he's throwing a tantrum because he doesn't want her to go. Instead of getting upset, Alice can't help laughing at the sight. The next day, John takes Mia on a safari drive through the surrounding wildlife reserve. For the first time since moving to Africa, Mia genuinely enjoys herself. Eventually, they stop beside a peaceful lake where several hippos are relaxing in the water. John tells Mia that when he was her age, his grandfather used to bring him to this exact spot. He hopes that by sharing those memories, Mia will finally understand why nature means so much to him. And maybe, just maybe, she'll begin to see the beauty of this wild place the same way he always has. On the drive home, Mia asks her father a question that's been bothering her for a while. "Are you going to sell Charlie when he grows up?" John gently explains that Charlie is still a lion, and no matter how much they love him, they can't keep a full-grown wild animal living inside the house forever. Eventually, they'll have to find him a new home. He assures Mia that day is still far away, but the answer leaves her heartbroken. Besides spending time with Charlie, Mia also loves playing soccer. Whenever she travels to the nearby town for practice, Charlie has to stay locked inside his enclosure. Unfortunately, he hates being caged. One day, his frustration boils over, and he attacks one of the workers. Thankfully, no one is killed, but the incident leaves John furious. Being apart isn't easy for either of them. While Mia struggles to focus during soccer practice because she misses Charlie, Charlie refuses to eat and spends his days waiting for her to come home. Seeing the lion become more withdrawn worries John just as much. Unable to concentrate any longer, Mia secretly leaves practice without telling her coach and heads straight home. Her mother panics after learning Mia disappeared, but she's relieved when she finds her daughter happily playing with Charlie instead. As more time passes, Charlie grows into a magnificent adult lion. Even so, he still roams freely around the house like he always has. But one day, he casually jumps onto the dining table and eats the family's meal before anyone else can. That's the final straw for John. Realizing Charlie is becoming too powerful to control, he decides it's time to keep him inside his enclosure. Before he can do that, Mia steps in and takes Charlie back to her room. The following day, several tourists arrive for one of John's safari tours. But the moment Charlie notices them, he becomes agitated and suddenly attacks a young boy, injuring him before Mia rushes outside. She somehow manages to calm Charlie down and leads him back into his enclosure, where John immediately locks the gate. The attack puts John's entire business at risk, and this time, he's convinced Charlie can no longer be allowed to roam free. He tries explaining the situation to Mia, but she refuses to accept it and walks away. Not long after, John's old friend Dirk stops by the farm. He reminds John of a promise he made years ago, that one day he'd give him a rare white lion, but John refuses, claiming he doesn't have one to give away. The truth is much simpler. Charlie has become part of the family, and deep down, John doesn't want to lose him either. Later, Mia is outside spending time with Charlie when Alice pulls her aside. She warns Mia that Charlie isn't a cub anymore. He's a fully grown lion now, and no matter how gentle he seems, wild instincts can take over at any moment. Mia smiles and insists Charlie would never hurt her. Almost as if to prove her mother right, Charlie suddenly pounces on Mia. Alice freezes in terror, but seconds later, she realizes Charlie isn't attacking at all. He's simply trying to play with his best friend the only way a lion knows how. The next evening, Mia and her family head into town for dinner. Before leaving, she locks Charlie inside his enclosure, but in her rush, she doesn't secure the gate properly. As soon as everyone's gone, Charlie pushes it open and wanders off. When the family returns and discovers the enclosure is empty, panic sets in. They immediately spread out across the property, searching for him. Thankfully, Mia eventually finds Charlie safe and sound, bringing everyone's relief. The following day, Mia invites Mick to spend some time with Charlie. At first, he's too nervous to go near a full-grown lion, but after Mia reassures him, he finally agrees. Just then, Alice walks outside and is horrified to see her young son standing beside Charlie. She starts screaming for him to get away. Hearing the commotion, John rushes over with a rifle. Startled by the shouting and the weapon, Charlie becomes agitated and accidentally knocks Mick to the ground, leaving him with a head injury. Although Charlie never meant to hurt anyone, the accident changes everything. John blames the incident on Mia and announces that he can't take any more risks. He's finally made up his mind. Charlie is going to be sold. The next morning, Mia visits Charlie's enclosure and promises she won't let anyone take him away. A few days later, she secretly brings Mick back to see Charlie, and the three spend one last afternoon together. Mia even records videos of Charlie on her phone. That evening, while the family is relaxing together, John borrows Mia's phone to record a video. As he scrolls through it, he discovers the clips of Mia and Mick secretly visiting Charlie. Furious that she ignored his rules, he orders his workers to arrange Charlie's sale as soon as possible. Heartbroken, Mia returns to Charlie and quietly tells him they may not have much time left together. Almost as if he understands every word, Charlie walks away and lies down in silence. The next morning, Mia notices John leaving with one of his friends and secretly hides in the back of their truck. They eventually arrive at a remote private hunting reserve where wealthy hunters are paying to shoot captive lions for sport. Mia is completely horrified. She can't believe her own father has been selling animals to people who kill them for entertainment. After returning home, Mia researches everything online and discovers that canned lion hunting is completely illegal. She realizes John has been running the operation alongside his friend, Dirk. Determined to save Charlie before it's too late, Mia tells Mick everything. Together, they come up with a desperate plan. Mick gives Mia his savings, and that night she opens every animal enclosure on the farm, setting them all free. Then she escapes with Charlie before anyone notices. The next morning, Alice steps outside and is stunned to find animals roaming freely across the property. After checking the security cameras, she and John realize Mia released every single one of them and disappeared with Charlie. Furious, John grabs his rifle and sets off after them, convinced he'll have to shoot Charlie before someone else gets hurt. Mia and Charlie continue their journey across the vast African grasslands. Mia's goal is clear. She wants to reach a protected wildlife sanctuary where Charlie can live freely, far away from hunters and anyone who wants to exploit him. Later, they stop near a small lake, but John finally catches up to them. The moment he sees Charlie, he reaches for his rifle, determined to end everything before someone gets hurt. But Mia has already taken his gun. She confronts her father, revealing that she knows the truth, that he's been selling lions to trophy hunters for years. John tries to justify his actions, insisting that's simply how the business works, and demands his rifle back. but Mia knows that if she hands it over, Charlie won't survive. Left with no choice, she fires a tranquilizer dart into John's leg, knocking him unconscious. Before leaving, she calls her family and tells them exactly where to find him so they can get him home safely. Then she takes John's truck and continues the journey with Charlie. Along the way, Mia stops at a small store for supplies. While she's there, she sees a missing person report about herself on the television. Realizing the police are now searching for her as well, she knows she has to reach the sanctuary before anyone catches up. She drives through the night, but exhaustion causes her to crash the truck. Fortunately, neither she nor Charlie is seriously hurt, so they rest briefly before moving on. Meanwhile, Dirk visits John and demands the white lion he was promised. When he learns Mia escaped with Charlie, he swears he'll track them down no matter what it takes. Hearing that terrifies John because he knows Dirk is far more dangerous than he is and wouldn't hesitate to hurt Mia to get what he wants. Determined to find his daughter first, John sets out with his family to search for them. Eventually, Mia reaches a large shopping mall. The wildlife sanctuary lies just beyond it, but the only way to get there is by passing straight through the building. As soon as shoppers spot Charlie, panic erupts. People scream and run in every direction while security tries to clear the area. Despite the chaos, Mia keeps Charlie calm and safely leads him through the mall without anyone getting hurt. After making it out the other side, they're finally within reach of the protected reserve. That night, Mia climbs into a tree to stay safe from wild animals. At sunrise, she and Charlie continue their final stretch toward freedom. Unfortunately, Dirk catches up with them first. He grabs Mia and aggressively demands to know where Charlie is. Before she can answer, Charlie suddenly appears and charges straight at Dirk. Terrified, Dirk and his partner stumble backward, expecting the lion to kill them. Instead, Charlie simply scares them off without causing any real harm. Taking advantage of the distraction, Mia and Charlie escape once again. Later, John catches up with Dirk, who admits that Charlie attacked him before Mia disappeared into the wilderness. Realizing time is running out, John continues the search with his family. During the journey, Mick finally reveals where Mia is heading. She's trying to reach Timbavati Nature Reserve, where the local community has long considered white lions sacred. More importantly, it's a protected area where Charlie can finally live the free life Mia has been fighting so hard to give him. The moment John hears this, he alerts the police and races toward Timbavati, hoping he'll reach Mia before it's too late. Still determined to reach the sanctuary, Mia pushes forward with Charlie day after day. But after such a long and exhausting journey, she finally runs out of strength. Realizing she can't go any farther, Mia hugs Charlie one last time and gently tells him to continue without her. Charlie looks back at her with tearful eyes before slowly walking toward the entrance of the protected reserve. Just then, John arrives with the police and armed wildlife officers. Since Charlie is still outside the reserve, the officers prepare to shoot him before he can become a threat. But John suddenly steps directly in Charlie's path. Refusing to let anyone fire, he shields Charlie with his own body, giving the lion enough time to cross into the protected reserve. The moment Charlie enters the sanctuary, the officers lower their weapons. Inside the reserve, hunting is strictly forbidden, and Charlie is finally safe. As the danger passes, John rushes over and embraces Mia. After everything they've been through, the entire family breaks down in tears. Their incredible journey is finally over, and for the first time in a long while, they're all together again. Several months later, the family returns to Timbavati Nature Reserve for a picnic. While exploring the reserve, they spot Charlie once more. This time, he isn't alone. Charlie now has a family of his own, with several beautiful white lion cubs playing beside him. Watching Charlie living free in the wild, the way he was always meant to, brings a smile to everyone's face. And with Charlie finally safe, reunited with his own pride, and Mia knowing she made the right choice,